Hey everybody, I am back with a quick tutorial. Very last minute, my son has a project due tomorrow at school. It is 100 days of school, so I'm going to go ahead and make him a shirt. I have my little black shirt here for him, and I'm going to be using white vinyl. This is heat transfer vinyl. We got to make sure we have heat press vinyl. I also have my heat press here with me. I will leave all in the description all the links of the items. The shirt's from Target, nothing special. So I'm gonna take you guys to my screen and let's get started. Hey everyone, okay, we're here on the silhouette program. This is a small shirt, small project, so the silhouette will be perfect for this project. We're gonna go ahead and do a dinosaur shirt. So you can just go ahead and go to your Google and you want to put whatever you're looking for and put silhouette. The silhouette's the best one to grab. My son already picked his dinosaur, so I will skip this step in particular. You just save the picture. You come here and you open it. I have it here in my downloads. So right now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to trace this image so that you can cut it. You'll come here to the little butterfly. It's also known as a trace tool. We're going to click select trace area. Once we select it, you see this little plus sign as our mouse. We're going to go ahead and highlight and box what we want to trace. And right now I want to trace this dinosaur. So I am going to pull this trace box. If it wants to let me. Let's see. Okay. So now that it's all selected in yellow, the way the edges come out right here along the side, that is how your cut will come out. So if you can, you want to move the threshold and all these little scales and everything, you can kind of move them to try to fix it and clean it up as much as possible. Also pay attention to detail, like his teeth look really messed up. So we're going to move this around. Like that's pretty good. It's pretty clean. You can see his teeth here. So say this is the one I want. Let me see. Let me move this a little more. Once you're happy with the way it looks, you can go ahead and click trace. And it's going to detach it. So here's what the machine will cut. The machine cannot cut this photo. So you always want to go with the red lines of being traced. So we have that here. So now I can delete the picture. I want this picture the other way, so I'm going to flip it. So now I'm going to go ahead and add some text to this dinosaur of what I want his shirt to say. So I will go ahead and click on this A for text. Click wherever you want. And now you can start typing. I want mine to be in different lines, different sections, so I'm going to use one per word. So there's I. And now I will use roar, or roared, sorry, roared. And then let's do my, oops, we don't want that caps. Way. Okay, now I have it all typed out the way I want it. Now you can go ahead and move it around however you'd like, whatever design you want. I'm also going to go ahead and choose my font that I'd like. So let me just move my dinosaur over a little. I'll select it all because for this particular project, I'm going to just all use the same font. I will go ahead and leave a nice free place to get some font in the description below. So now I'm just going to play with it and put it the way I want. I do want the R to be coming out of his mouth. So I will pull it together a little more. If you see right here that it's overlapping in his mouth, I will want to highlight and select the dinosaur and the word roar. and we will right click it, and we're going to go down to weld. We want to weld them together. So it's going to be one big piece, the R and his whole body. We want to weld it. Okay, so now it looks like this. It cut the rest of the R out. And now you want to make sure that you group it, because if you move it to resize it, you will lose your stuff. Like, we can move them around, and we don't want that at all. So let me just go back a little and put it back together. So now you will want to weld it. Sorry. You want to group it. So now go ahead and re-highlight and select it. You're going to right click it again, and you're going to put group. So now it's one piece and we can move it. Okay, so let's zoom out, check our font how we want it. Oops, the D didn't get in. We will group that. Bring it back over here. I did want school to be under his feet. So you just kind of play with it the way you like it. I went ahead and played with mine a little bit earlier just so that I can be prepared for my video, and pick the font. I did really like this Pooh font just because of like the roundness, the bubbliness, kind of kid. So here's the one that I put together earlier. Oops. So we will just make sure I weld this one. Always make sure you weld. If you do not weld, even if it's cursive writing, it will come out ugly. So the welding tool is very important. So now my dinosaur and my word are all one piece. So now, since it is a child shirt, I will just group this whole thing together just because this is a layout that I like. You will want to measure it. Each box here is 1 inch. So I always use that off what I'm going to go off of how big I need it. So let's play with my measuring. I'm going to go ahead and measure this out right now and see what size I need. I will send it to get cut, and we will be right back. I didn't want to make this video too long. It was just going to be like a little quick tutorial. Make sure when you're going to cut it, make sure you mirror it all the time if it's a shirt, because if not, then it will come out backwards. I started weeding it just a little bit. I like to try to weed out the letters first, because if by accident any of these little scraps come out on the sticky part and you don't realize it, you will heat press it and it will be stuck, and it's a pain to get it off, but it is possible to get it off. So let's go ahead and finish weeding this really quick, and then we will go to the heat press. I will also leave in the description the link to these tweezers. They are amazing. When you're weeding, make sure you be careful that you don't get your letters. Okay, so now we will do the whole thing. When you're pulling it, just the way I bent it right here, be careful that it doesn't bend on your actual vinyl that you're going to keep, because then it could leave a crease mark when you're pressing it. Okay, we are done. Here is our image. Before we press it, we want to make sure we don't have any little scraps of white around that we don't want, because they will stick. And I got a black shirt, so I got the lint roller. I kind of went over it a little bit just so that it's not full of lint sticking out of the vinyl. I like to just lint roll it a little bit. Okay, I went ahead and centered it to what I believe is centered. Is it really? I don't know. He's a kid. He won't know it either. Make sure you have your Teflon sheets. If the vinyl lifts for some reason, it will stick to the heat press, and we do not want that. I set my heat press at 325 because once you lock it in, it does lower. I usually estimate between 300 and 320 for my presses, and I do 15 seconds each time I press it. So let's go ahead and press here. Okay, I have a timer set. Each press is 15 seconds. It's beeping. Let's take a look. So now that we opened it, we can kind of check it. I like to do hot peel. Some vinyl needs cool peel, but this one's not a cool peel, so I could just peel it hot or cold. I will check it because sometimes it doesn't sit correctly. So I'll kind of start pulling it slowly by a corner. As soon as I see a piece of vinyl that's not coming up with the sticky part, I will repress it again for 15 seconds. Imagine I burned my forehead for looking so close.
You weren't able to see that.
I could feel the heat on my forehead. I think I should have did it bigger. So we peeled it all off, the backing of it. This is our final result. I do want to show one quick detail, so let's take a look. Okay, so you do want to see, it looks real smooth and slick right now, so I wouldn't trust this shirt lasting without lifting. You do want to see the imprints of the shirt in the vinyl that shows that it's locked in and it will not lift. So we're going to repress it again with some good tight pressure so that we can get it to stick correctly. I went ahead and pulled my shirt up a little bit because anything from like the sleeves, any folds, it does block the shirt from getting the 100% pressure, and I want to make sure that the shirt has all the pressure where it needs it. So let me get my Teflon sheet. Do not forget this, especially now that the vinyl's already applied. Let's press it. It also can have a little bit of like discoloration of the black from the mark of the heat press, but don't worry, it will go away. It does not stay. I will do it again. Maybe I should put some more pressure on it. I can't push it. I put too much pressure. Okay. Okay, so now you want to make sure that the thread in the shirt is showing through the vinyl so you can make sure that it adhered correctly. So just make sure it doesn't look smooth and slick because we want to make sure it's strong and sticking and it can last some washes. Okay. Hey guys, here is our final result of our 100 Days of School shirt. My son will be very excited to wear this tomorrow to school. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment below. We will do any tutorial that you guys request. Also, if it's about silhouette, the heat press, anything I used today, I will leave it in the description. I will leave some links for you guys, from the heat press to the Teflon sheets to the vinyl. So if you guys have any questions or would like to purchase it, it is there. You can use an iron as well, so don't feel that you can only have a heat press. Our goal is to make sure we see the thread in the vinyl. So just use more pressure if you use an iron, and make sure you have your Teflon sheet with you. If you enjoyed this tutorial, give us a thumbs up. It's appreciated. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, so a lot more is coming. I can't wait to do more with you guys and post more tutorials. Follow my Instagram at blissfulcreations_. Bye!